Look around, that tight feeling in the chest, the restless mind asking, is this really it? The crushing weight of a world that says freedom is just a shadow, a story we tell ourselves to get through another day. It sneaks up like a thief, promises of choice, control, and opportunity. But every step forward feels like walking into a maze with walls made of steel and glass. The truth? Most people live in a prison forged from convenience, rules, and fake options. They wear chains wrapped in labels and roles, shackled to systems that feed them comfort but drain their fire. You might feel that sting daily, the dreamer trapped under layers of expectation, the founder crushed by endless red tape, the investor craving real impact but drowning in noise and smoke screens. That ache when you know you're meant for something bigger, but the path feels swallowed by giants built to keep you small. This isn't just frustration, it's a deep, burning hunger for a freedom so pure, it shakes your bones. A freedom not granted by governments, corporations, or institutions, but carved out by the few who refuse to kneel. Here's the brutal truth. The world doesn't want you free. It whispers promises but holds you hostage with rules disguised as options. Your so-called freedom is a cage painted with the illusion of fairness, a system that rewards the average, the safe, the compliant. This world doesn't celebrate radical ideas. It neutralizes them. It doesn't nurture brilliance, it sidelines it. And as you watch mediocrity parade as success, you feel that voice inside screaming, "This is not what I signed up for." The pain? It's real. The isolation? Crushing. Because you're not just fighting the external system, but the silent war within, the pull of comfort versus the roar of your own potential. It's a war that splits empires. It's the difference between bending and breaking or burning bright and breaking free. But here's the fire you need to grip tightly. There is a path that cuts through the fog. It's not written in decrees or hidden behind gates you can't open. It's not a secret for the lucky few or the wealthy elite playing with chips on some distant table. That path lives in something old and new at the same time. Something raw, powerful, revolutionary. Crowdfunding. Yes, crowdfunding. It is the last real place where true freedom isn't just a dream, but a living, breathing force. It's where founders and investors and rebels come together, not tied by legacy, power, or control, but by a shared hunger to build something impossible alone. Crowdfunding tears down the gates of corporate greed and bureaucracy. It dismantles the lie that only the powerful get to decide what matters. It gives the power back. To you, to us. To those who are done playing by rules made to keep them small. Imagine this. Direct access to the people who see your vision, who believe in your fire even when the world outside mocks you. A network where your idea doesn't have to conform, where you don't have to wait for permission, where the rare sparks find each other and ignite a wildfire. Crowdfunding is not just money changing hands. It's the beating heart of a movement that breaks old chains and builds new worlds. It's radical collaboration. It's a rebellion woven from trust, risk, and belief. But beware, crowdfunding is no magic pill. It demands more than just a good pitch or a slick video. It demands authenticity that cuts deeper than surface hype. It demands connection that feels rare because it is. It demands laser focus and unshakable alignment with those few who burn beside you. It demands patience because while shortcuts sell well, true freedom is a long game, a mastercraft you build brick by brick. If you harness crowdfunding the right way, it becomes a rocket launcher for your vision. It transforms investors from faceless banks into passionate allies. It rips apart the old story where you had to beg for scraps from gatekeepers who didn't care about your why. It opens up a space where innovation is raw, real, and powered by real people who refuse to be numbers on a balance sheet. Here's what you absolutely must know, but no one tells you. Success in crowdfunding is less about shouting the loudest and more about weaving a bond that is unbreakable. The real magic lies in crafting a story so personal it's impossible to ignore. The secret? Focus on those who already feel the fire you carry. Align with your crowd, not everyone, just the right ones. Those who get your hunger, your mission, and your refusal to settle. This is the edge where true freedom begins. When you stop chasing approval and start building with those who dare to burn as you do. When you embrace imperfection, rawness, and the messy process of creating. When you learn to sit in the discomfort of rejection and criticism, but never let it steal your light. And here's the kicker. Crowdfunding connects you to a new kind of infrastructure nobody else will give you. A network made for the exceptional, not the average. This network cuts across borders, ideologies, old systems. It finds the lonely geniuses, the misunderstood creators, the isolated visionaries, and binds them with synergy so fierce the old world trembles. You are not alone. You will find those who see your fire, who want to fan it, who want to build with you. Not because they have to, but because they choose to. This is the liberation that crowdfunding brings, a chance to rewrite what it means to be free in a world built on false promises and walls. Do not expect this to be easy or comfortable. True freedom never is. It will ask you to question everything, to burn your past ideas down, to rewrite your reality from scratch. It will reward you not for playing safe, but for breaking rules. It will challenge you to be ruthless with your will and selective with your connections. It will teach you patience because what lasts forever is never rushed. The world is yelling louder every day to conform, to stay small, to accept that your limits are real. But inside, that tension pulls. That quiet fire says you are destined for more, not just to survive, but to lead, to transform, to become sovereign. Crowdfunding is where that tension explodes into action, where rebellion is not just talk, but strategy, where freedom is a living prize won by those who dare. The question is not if crowdfunding can free you, it can. The question is, are you ready to burn your borrowed life? To stop waiting for someone else to give you permission? To build a future built not on illusion, but on raw, uncompromising truth and connection? To find your tribe, your allies, your real supporters? To unleash a power that no system can contain and no wall can hold back? That fire is here. The path is here. Freedom that's real, sharpened by struggle and shaped by those who refuse to settle. That's crowdfunding at its finest. It's time to choose. Will you keep pretending that the rules are yours to play? Or will you break the game, build your own, and claim what no one else will hand you? Because in the end, freedom isn't given, it's taken. And crowdfunding, when done right, is the last real place where that fight still burns bright. So get ready. The edge is waiting.